today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Browns defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
They go play action here. Purdy. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Purdy off the play fake.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Second and 10.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
You look at this Niner defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Maybe a free play for Watson.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
The Browns have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
59! 31!
On 1st down, Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, you got to snap it.
Here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A the gut, McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Still going. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
First down for one of the most fun guys to watch in the league, George Kittle. He was plenty of fun for the 49ers last season. He caught 11 touchdown passes and was among the top 5 in tight ends in yards.
Pass caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Are going to get a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Second and 5. Play action. Now Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Garoppolo had a breakthrough when the Texans moved him from linebacker to the defensive line last season. Had a career-high 5 sacks. The Browns gave him a 3-year deal to try and unlock another level from him.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Oh, how about this on first and goal? Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
What's that?
To throw on second is Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Purdy.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So, and now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete.
Into space at the 45.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
In motion is Grant. Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
54 down, he's coming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another Brown.
On 1st down, it's Watson being chased out left.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
31.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Watson. It's caught. Cooper. Oh, able to avoid him. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Chubb producing on that run, and he produces year after year for the Browns. Third in the league with over 1,500 yards in 2022. He quietly is in the top 20 all-time in both yards and touchdowns in a player's first 5 seasons.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd down and 8.
In motion is Grant. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Jacob Phillips.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
82 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
I tell you what, I can't remember a